Welcome everyone, TheDailyWoo here, as the recording of the Sunday, October 23rd, 2022. I am about to head to the airport, Orlando International MCO, going to be boarding a plane and going to LAX, Los Angeles. In the past when I've gone coast to coast, sometimes I'll fly into John Wayne, Orange County today, going to LA proper, and just basically a one-way, not a round trip. After LA, not exactly sure where I'm going to head, but I will be in Southern California at least until a day or so after post-Halloween. So at least into very early November, but only a day or two into early November. That's basically the plan, getting ready to depart here. Feels very nice, a little bit warm. I think it's going to be a little cooler when I arrive in SoCal. Travel day, and I'm inviting you to join me as I depart Celebration. Lake Reinhardt behind me. Get in my car, head to the airport. Actually, I'm dropping my car off and then going to the airport. Shall you? And driving out of here, it's kind of interesting to think about when the time I get back, all the Halloween stuff here will be over. I have now arrived at Orlando International MCO. Dropped off, heading in here at the arrivals gate. And looking at the board here, there are a lot of delays, but mine appears to be on time. It is the second from the top, 2 LA flights, one American, one United, and mine is at 6:45 p.m. taking off, and gate 53. And it doesn't look too bad, which means I gotta go through here. This is gates 1 through 59, says I'm 53, gotta go through here into one big queue line. I always see these information things, I think of the Jerky Boys. I'm gonna give you some information because I'm gonna tell you some information. Something like that. I'm just kind of in a winding maze. Well, a labyrinth, because a labyrinth is different than a maze. A labyrinth always has a beginning point and an ending point. It's interesting, I'm just going in it's like a test pattern, going up, back and forth, labyrinth style. There's a restaurant up there above gates 1 through 59 access point. Hey, there's a few people in this little congregation of folk. I still have like 58 minutes till my plane board, so that should be good, but there's a lot of people waiting. Okay, it didn't take too terribly long. I do need to at some point get pre-checked, but I haven't done it quite yet, but one of the days I'm gonna get pre-checked. Take the belt off, take the laptop, put it in a separate bin. I put the sunglasses inside my backpack along with my phone and my wallet just to make it a little easier. Had the belt off, took my shoes off, and I did get patted down. They said that there was something on my elbow and on my side, so I had to get a little pat down. Then they realized, oh, it's just the humidity Florida sweat. Sweat showed up on the radar. How cool is that? Should have been wearing these shades when they patted me down. Would have added to their experience a little bit, or to mine maybe. This isn't working. I didn't even realize I was sweating. I mean, I guess a little bit. Sweating just a little bit, but not too terribly much. But evidently enough to have it detected on the radar through TSA. All right, I'm going to gate 53, I believe. Gotta go over here, wait for the monorail. I got plenty of time. My plane does not take off till I think 6:50, so I got like an hour, so probably a half hour till boarding, and about an hour till the plane takes off. So I think I'm good. Take the monorail over. It's gonna be kind of, it's not a red eye. A red eye would be overnight, but it is going to be a night flight. By the time I land in SoCal, it'll be dark. I think it's going to be like 9:30 p.m., which would be 12 after post-midnight here because of the 3-hour time difference. So when I take off, it's going to be kind of dusk, and then when I land, it's going to be dark. But I should be able to get some good views of dusk and darkness out the window. I have a window seat again. I always try to get a window seat. There's the control tower over there. Now they refer to that monorail on the monorail known as the APM. P as in Paul, not ATM. I'm not even really sure what that stands for, but it's called the APM. They kept saying that over and over. I think I might have said the wrong time when my flight was. I think I might have said 8 something. I really meant to say 6:48. See, someone's coughing, right? Sitting right below me coughing, but 6:48 right here. There's a lot of departures and arrivals. Take a look over here. There's a gummy taco, soft gummy mix. There's a gummy pizza. There's a little candy store here. A little gummy hot dog. gummy fries. We could just have an assortment. You know, it's interesting because a lot of airports do not sell regular gum, but I could chew on these. Look, it has like a little, like, it has like the teeth on there. It's like a little monster. Coconut patties, taffy, gummy noodles. Everything is gummy style through here. Fine chocolates, chocolate alligators. You think there's an assortment of alligators in here, or is it just one big alligator? Be kind of a nice gift. Smog ball? What the? Sour smog balls. I guess going to LA, I could get, you know, this would really fit right in with LA. We're surprised they sell these in Orlando. There's not much smog. There's not much smog in Orlando, but maybe one day. The traffic is getting a lot worse. Smog balls, toxic Avenger could. You know, Troma Films could utilize some of this. Oh, there's a gummy donut. And I'm kind of tempted to buy some of these gummy fries. I wonder how these are. Fruit-flavored bubblegum gummy fries. I don't know. I don't think I really need them. I have a pack of regular gum. The interesting thing is I haven't been back in town that long since I arrived back from Cleveland when the Rays lost the wild card to the Guardians in the postseason, and I landed from Cleveland back in here, and now I'm off again. I cannot sit still. It's kind of funny, this store Hudson, if you go inside, they have Disney merchandise, the same ones they have at the outlets on Highway 192 near Old Town and all that, for $5.99. They're $30.99 in here. It's the same exact ones that are like under $10 at Old Town, or near Old Town at Kissimmee on Highway 192. All right, these are the section of gates I'm looking for. Gate 51 or 53 could be that one. That actually might be the plane that I'm going to be getting on. I can't tell if that's gate 51 or 53, but I am on gate 53. And you can see all the luggage carts and everything all here, preparing and getting ready. Well, being stored. And it is in fact my plane, gate 53. The Gate Gourmet is being loaded into the side, all the meals over there. That is going to be the flight I am on, which boards in like a half hour or so. Also, right over there is the control tower. Now I am in group 73, which means I'm going to be back towards the kind of the end of the plane. But you'll notice the tall gentleman over here with the hat on, over here to the far end. He played Lurch in the 1991 film Addams Family, I believe. I think that's him. He was the Spooky Empire this weekend. And I'm kind of wondering, since I'm back towards the back of the plane on Group 7, they might not let me take my bag as a carry-on, just my backpack under the seat. So I'll wait and see if there's no room above the head. Sometimes they'll let me put it as a storage underneath the plane, so it would go on with those. I gotta wait and see if they make the announcement, though. Hopefully I'll be able to put it above my head. Okay, going in. Group 7 has been called, but you can see the little walkway in is very, very congested. I am sitting in seat 16F. It's a window seat.
On their side will help greatly increase our capacity. In addition, once you reach your row, if you allow your fellow passengers to pass onward to their seats, this will help expedite our boarding process.
Sun is setting.
We're trying to get
Dusk
you to Los Angeles
arrived.
as soon as possible in a timely manner, and your courtesy.
I'm right on the wing. William Shatner
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Vibes. I'm also kind of noticing there's this little bag here. I don't know if I should ask for. I don't know if I should ask for another one. I don't know if this. And you can see how all the storage overhead bins are pretty full. It's definitely a full flight.
Push back. Once we take off, 4 hours and 50 minutes are flying time today, and out in Southern California, Los Angeles.
4 hours and 50 minutes
partly cloudy.
once we're in the air.
Appreciate you joining us today, and hope you enjoy the flight.
Welcome to aboard American Airlines 2512 non-stop service to Los Angeles. Flying time tonight, 4 hours and 50 minutes. Your safety is important to us. We ask that you please pause for a moment, direct your attention to the flight attendants in the cabin. We brief safety demonstration. Thank you.
Taxiing back. They call it pushback. It's like a little tugboat thing that pushes the plane back. In fact, there's one of them pulling over now. This gives an example. This is one of the little machines that pushes the planes back and the plane engines take over and roll forward. Alright, making the turn. Runway is all illuminated. And there's another plane over here, waiting in the, no pun intended, waiting in the wings. Takeoff and landing is always so much fun. Control tower off in the distance. And there's the gate that I departed from. Leaving Orlando. Takeoff. Traffic down there. Go from West Coast to East Coast, LA to Orlando, it's about a 4.5 hour flight. If you go the opposite way from east to west, it's a 5.5 hour flight, give or take a half hour because of the jet stream. So it takes longer to go from the East Coast to the West Coast than it does from the West Coast to the East Coast. About 20% longer. I've done this a bunch of times. And getting a pretty nice sunset over there. Kind of a sunset. A little glimmer on the horizon. Also, I just pulled that pamphlet out and someone placed googly eyes on it. Kind of made me laugh when I first was like browsing through the pamphlets and someone placed googly eyes. Gave me a little chuckle. Also went with a little small can of Pringles bursting with flavor. It's like a 1/3 of a regular cylinder of Pringles. Went with that and some meats and cheeses. Oli meats and cheeses. White cheddar cheese, 12 grams of protein, and Pringles. It was $13 for all this. The soda was complimentary, but the meats and cheeses and the Pringles, this was $9. Pringles were 4. He's getting a little bit of an appetite, so got a little snack. I think this is all they have. I don't think they serve food. Crunchy. Just looking out the window now and going over a city here. Not really sure which city this is, but definitely a lot of lights down there. Could possibly be New Orleans or maybe Houston. They have just dimmed the lights. I guess just to let people sleep if they want to sleep. And going over another city down there too. Shoreline right there. Another city down there with a shoreline. If I had to guess, I'd say we're about halfway on the trek. Still don't know exactly what city that is at. Filmed these back to back, but this is about maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes between the last city and this city. I think it might be getting pretty close to California by now.
It's anticipated to smooth out in just a few minutes. So remain seated with your seatbelts fastened. We have approximately before landing. Thank you.
A little bit of turbulence. Some landmarks here, but I think this is Hollywood straight ahead. In fact, the Hollywood sign is just right up there in the mountains. You can kind of see a blinking light, but I think we're just going parallel to the Hollywood sign. Almost to LAX. Which means that could be Hollywood Boulevard down there. We'll be going right over downtown shortly. Not sure if I could be able to see the downtown skyline or not, but should be going right over downtown in a matter of moments. Yes, I see it right here. Just approaching, coming into frame. The downtown skyline. Downtown Los Angeles. really smooth. It was a really smooth touchdown. That was an incredibly smooth touchdown. I barely felt the tires even hit the pavement. Nice.
Tonight we will be arriving in Terminal 554A. On behalf of your entire Los Angeles spaceflight crew, thank you for joining us. We've enjoyed having you on this flight from Orlando to Los Angeles. We wish you a very pleasant evening. Once again, thanks for choosing American Airlines. Good night.
Oh, take a look at this. As soon as I get off the plane, I didn't even know FAO Schwartz was still a thing. I remember FAO Schwartz being in Orlando. Over like Point Orlando, was it? Years ago. I didn't even know it was even a company anymore. It was here inside the airport. LAX. LA. Los Angeles. There's a little store here. You got all the different sports teams. We're in Los Angeles, small business. I love LA. And of course, Randy Newman sang that song, I Love LA. Same one that did You Got a Friend in Me, Toy Story. He also did the music for The Natural, the baseball movie. Fun fact. All right, I made it to ground level. A lot of people over here waiting for this bus, but I'm trying to get over to a rental car bus. Not this bus. I keep walking, trying to find the rental car bus to get a rental car. Okay, I think this is it right here. Oh, that one's leaving. It says rental cars right up here. Let's wait for the next one to show up. Yeah. So the rental cars are not on the actual property. You have to go off property, but let's wait over here for the next one to pull up. That's not mine. That felt a lot longer than 5 hours in the air. That felt like an eternity. I don't know why. It just felt like I was on the plane for a lot longer than 5 hours. I made it. I landed. I can definitely tell there's a little cooler crispness, non-humidity in the air. Even though Orlando's been pretty nice, I can definitely tell a little less humidity here, even though it is nightfall. It's like 9:30 p.m. right now because there's a 3-hour time difference, so it's after midnight already in Central Florida. There it comes. That's not. And I got to meet someone on the plane, well, not on the plane, but off the plane, talk to him for a moment. I said, one of my favorite horror films. I got a photo with him. He was nice enough to take a photo with me. Just to reiterate, I am in the right spot. Rental cars here. No one else can park here because it says tow-away zone. No stopping at any time. Rental car shuttles only. I'm just waiting for my particular rental car company to pull up. But yeah, Romero's Dawn of the Dead, one of my favorite horror films. Probably in my top 3 or 4 horror of all time, and definitely without a doubt, 100% my favorite zombie movie of all time. And one of the main leads, Ken Foree, was on my flight. He was a Spooky Empire, I think, and heading back to LA. And I got to chat with him and get a photo. He was also in Rob Zombie's Halloween when he's fighting Michael Myers in the bathroom stall. Let me pass this beast in peace. Also in Devil's Rejects, but mostly for me, Dawn of the Dead. Love it. Oh, there's the one I gotta go to. Gotta hurry. Gotta take the shuttle. Bus. And with rental car achieved, gonna find something to eat, something partial to the SoCal area. Thinking maybe Jack in the Box right up here on the right. Get some Jack in the Box tacos. Pretty tired right now. By what I'm used to in Florida, it's like 1 a.m. So it's like 11 here. No, 10 here. 10 p.m. here, 1 a.m. in Central Florida. I almost said SoCal. I'm in SoCal. I remember the first time I ever had a Jack in the Box taco. I was on tour in a band. And one of the guys in the band was like, oh, when we get to Southern California, have to get a Jack in the Box taco. They're inexpensive, they're like 2 for $1. something like that. They're like less than $1 each, and they're so good. This is what the person was explaining. So when I finally got them, I ordered 6 of them, and I ate 2, threw the other ones away. I just did not like them. I thought they were not edible. And then, about a week later, we went through another drive-thru. I tried them again. This time, I disliked them a little less than the first time. And then a couple weeks went by, and I started to crave said tacos. And now I like them. They are like no others. They're a very interesting taco here. This is what I'm dealing with. Very, very greasy, very crunchy, very hard shell. So crunchy. And honestly, I can't even really describe or compare these to any others. They have their own flavor, their own taste. They have like real slices of cheese on the top instead of shredded cheese. And the meat, I don't know what it is, but it's good. Probably should have got something to drink to wet my whistle. But that's going to do it for today. I'm in Southern California through Halloween, maybe a day or two after Halloween. Haven't figured that out yet. This was a one-way flight. I do not know where I'm heading next. I have some ideas, but I'm in Southern California at least through Halloween. And I figured I would kind of kick it off with a little taco action from Jack in the Box. Flight successful. Seemed like more than 5 hours, but I made it. I'm in SoCal. SoCal. I'm in you. Someone's honking at me. I'll see you in the next video, the vlog, and this taco. Is over.